Oh Lord, I'm out of nicotine, guys. Watch out. No, I'm kidding. Mm, you know the only reason why I'm doing this is because I'm bored. And I'm almost out of gas in the car, so like, I don't want to run it with the AC. Save as much as I can. I got a whole freaking orientation tomorrow to start my job and shit. See? Told you. I don't want to work a job, but I'm willing to do what I have to do, even though I shouldn't have to do any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. That's some fucked up shit. Oh, I was just name dropping. What's his name? Darnett Morris is 306 Circuit Lane Lane B, Circuit, Newport News, Virginia, Circuit Avenue, Lane B? Yeah, 306. Yeah. Darnett Morris. I was first place I stayed when I got out in June 2024. And then that was the people who scammed me on the computer and shit. So I don't know. Who really gives a shit, honestly, right? Now, I also looked his name up in the internet, and come to find out he's been doing this for quite a while to people. He has quite a lot of charges filed on him where he paid this amount, and this amount, and this amount, and this amount. And he's always getting away with it because he's been paying a little bit at a time, a little bit amounts and whatever. I guess he's making way more money than he is paying out on these lawsuits and people that took him to court. Anyway, there's that. Of course, from there, I went back to my parents. And mind you, when I was living in Newport News, my uncle, Scott Emery, and my aunt, Janet Emery, my uncle took me to a Bible study, a private Bible study, where they were explaining or reading the Bible how they saw fit, lining up the biblical terms, how they see fit to actually describe my life while I'm in there. And I'm just like, it's interesting. Eventually I had enough of it, and I was like, alright, I'm out of here, and I left. Not that I was mad or anything, because they were basically saying, well, if this was me, I probably would have reacted the same way, but it'd probably be better for him to have the people on his side than not on his side. And I'm like, I don't care if you're on my side or not. I'm going to do what I want to do, because I'm not doing anything fucked up to anybody. That's how I felt about it. Of course, when I went back to my uncle's house, and they're sitting down reading the Bible and coding it and all that, you feel me? I mean, literally, like, pulling out scripture of the Bible, asked him, where's my place in this? And he's like, can I get back to you on that? And like, what do you feel like you're calling me? And he's like, can I get back to you on that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say anything to anybody at this time. At this point, anytime I said anything to anybody, it's just like some extra shit. I'm good. But I do love my uncle. I don't really have too much problem with my uncle, for. Then again, yeah, I do. I guess I still feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Your family too, motherfucker. Step up and do the right thing, you know what I mean? Step up and defend me, you know what I mean? Step up and defend your nephew. I know I'm not your son. I know you probably don't want to get in the middle of shit. But what's right is right. And fucking John and Aaron were doing me wrong. My father was doing me wrong. Which is his brother. Blood brother. You know what I'm saying? Family's supposed to look out for family. So I guess they're all looking out for each other. But said, fuck me, they want me to be the fall guy or some shit. I don't know. Whatever. Look how you want to look at it. I don't give a fuck. All I know is no matter how the fuck you look at it, whatever perspective you do choose, the remaining factor is, I ain't done shit to these motherfuckers, my family, immediate family, for them to just leave me out back, you feel me? Majority of them didn't even have a part in all this except for possibly some fucking inheritance money, which I don't give a fuck about either. I really don't. I just don't. What I care about is the money it takes to live the lifestyle I choose, my sons, and whatever good woman wants to be a part of my life, whether she has children or not. If we can vibe and we can hit each other mentally, socially, spiritually, laughter, you know what I'm saying? We can be good parents and live a good life and whatever. we gotta connect. Like, I want a connection. That ain't my ex-wife. There ain't no connection. Ain't no connection there. She's all about self-serving, manipulative. You know, it's kind of funny because her and my pops are kind of like two peas in the pod. Kind of like almost very similar people, only one's female and one's male. And of course, one's way younger than the other. And other non-similarities, but as far as aspects of control, manipulation, tactics, and self-serving, selfish tendencies, yeah, very much similar things going on there. Of course, I think my ex-wife has grown in the past few months more than my father, my biological father, has in the past 10 years. So there's that. Kudos to her. I don't really know how much she's grown. I'll talk to her like that. Because obviously ain't grown enough for me to want to even consider being around her too much. If at all. I told her I ain't want her. Because I don't. So I'm not here. I don't want someone I gotta fix. I don't want someone that causes me more stress. I don't want someone that's more concerned about what they got going on when you got a roof over your head, a shower, food, a place to cook. And granted, your family don't like you, you don't like your family, you say your family's not treating you right. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. You got all those things. You know what I'm saying? And you bitching to me about all that shit. I'm like, you want to get a room for rent. But yet, you have no idea what it entails to get a room for rent. I've already been there, done that. I'm not about to do that shit with you. Especially since your behavior patterns already let me know that not enough shit has changed. You'll still freaking go on some paranoid streak at some point and want to fucking leave or do this or not pay your rent. You still ain't, financially taking care of what you need to take care of. You're going to college, you want to get a degree. Yay, I'm all for you getting a degree, sweetheart. But that don't help me none. I'm not trying to stop you, and I'm encourage you to keep going for wherever you want to go, but at the same time, you were supposed to be a wife and a mother, just like I was supposed to be a father and a husband first, and I was doing that while trying to provide and pursue my dreams, so that I set a good example. You're the one who decided you wanted to go to a college dorm. Mind you, a Christian college dorm that accepted her. Which one, you asked? What's the top named Christian college around here? Hampton Roads 757 area code. Virginia. State of Virginia. Is that thing called again? I don't know. When I seen it, I had her screenshot me the email that's saying that she got accepted to the dorm. So I told her, if that's what you're gonna do, go, bye, don't come back. I'm gonna stay here with the kids and be a father and do what I gotta do. And she said she was going. Of course, by this time, shit was already rocky and shit. Already been saying crazy shit and whatnot. A lot of shit happened. Of course, this is around the same time everything happened where I ended up in jail. But before that, I reached out to my brother and his wife. Couldn't get a hold of my brother, so I was texting his wife on Messenger. Who does that, though? Like, why do I have to resort to text his wife on Messenger to get a hold of him? For years, I was doing that. It made no sense. Of course, it dawned on me later that, oh, God. So his wife actually never really told him anything, so he probably has no fucking idea what's going on in my life. Yet he assumes he does because his wife is telling him whatever the fuck she's telling him, which is obviously bullshit. Probably planned on taking my kids all the time because my wife, mind you, was asking him, will you adopt all my kids and shit? You know what I'm saying? And I had that conversation with my wife. I was like, look, if our kids get adopted, I'm not staying with you. How can I possibly look at you the same if you let our kids leave us? Like, I don't want to be with you like that. If you want to fight for our kids, that's a totally different story now, but I just told her the truth. Like, I don't want to be with you if you don't want to be a mother. Like, I want to be a father. That's what I was doing. You don't want to be a mother? I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I can't. Of course, my whole family and their family, her family, telling me, you're not a good mother. That's bullshit. She's alright. I don't care about. I've seen it way worse. Tons worse. Especially with her mental mind and all that shit. She's doing alright. I think she would have made a way. She already was a better mother than her mother. I'll tell you that.